look at it all. It's incredible. If you want to improve your life, you want to become part of the Bitcoin circular economy, and you want to become part of it.
And we are mother plucking live in mother plucking Vegas, baby. Welcome to the show, everyone. Today is going to be a very, very entertaining, educational, and very visually arousing show just because I'm on it. And let's see. Oh, we have a question from Jim Flanagan. Hey, Ben, please tell me you didn't drink all of the Red Bulls in Vegas. I've been in the Vegas training mode for 2 weeks. Down at 2, up at 8, and Red Bulls are the main ingredient to my training. I agree. I completely agree that Red Bulls are a must. In fact, if you've ever read the Bible, it says oxygen and Red Bull. See, that's how they pronounced it in the old days, was Red Bull. And so Jesus himself was a Red Bull fan. That's how he got his wings. And I'm just saying, just want to be historically factual. Jesus had wings because he had Red Bull. Okay, now off to the show. All right. So what I want people to recognize most about the conference, because we are going to be doing live interviews like continuously the whole week. So like on Tuesday, it's Industry Day. That's where we're going to be interviewing and actually talking with a lot of industry people, like CEOs, CTOs, CP30, everyone. And this is what I want people to really recognize as we go through this is I love the Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. I love the Bitcoin. And you should own some Bitcoin. But let's learn from the past, folks. Let's take a few nuggets of history and learn from the past. The wealthiest people in the gold rush were the people who provided the services in the gold rush. We all know Levi's. We all shovels, those who pickaxe and shovels. And Sears, for those of you who know the history of Sears Roebucks, they really grew large, or they really expanded a lot because of the gold rush. They launched a lot of their trading places along the route to California for the gold rush. And that's where we're at right now, is we're all in this rush to collect as much Bitcoin as we can. Man, we're all just get your Bitcoin, get your Bitcoin, get your Bitcoin. Yes, that's important. But if you really want to change your life, and you really, because you could have a shit job and you can buy Bitcoin. You can hate your fucking job and buy Bitcoin. But is it really improving your life just purchasing the Bitcoin? I would probably say no. What is it about the Bitcoin that's really changing your life? Is it the money? Is it the US dollar that you're earning, or not really earning, but absorbing, that's really changing your life? Or is it the new system of money that's changing your life? I would argue it's the system that you're adopting, because we've all heard the slogan, you don't change Bitcoin, Bitcoin changes you. And that there's a reason that slogan exists, because it's true. Because as soon as you're dealing in honest money and decentralized money, it changes your perspective of your labor, and it changes your historical reference with labor value. Because we've all lived in an economy of lessening value. We call it inflation, but it's really an economy of lessening labor value. So the money you made a year ago is worth less than the money you make today because of inflation. And this is what Jeff Booth actually talks about, is once you make that switch, once you realize, wait, it isn't only that I've had the wrong money, it's that I've had the wrong perception of value and what value should and shouldn't be. See, what people are learning, and I don't think the average person is actually digging this deep into it as I am. Culture is the evolution of tested knowledge. All right. First of all, let's look at the word knowledge. Do you guys know the history of the word knowledge? The history of the word knowledge is the now ledger. The now ledger is knowledge. No ledge. Now ledger. Your ledger of knowledge, or your ledger of the known in the moment, is your knowledge. So through your life, you have a ledger of lessons. You have a ledger of experiences. Let's call them transactions. You have a ledger of experiences in your life. And that ledger of experiences is your knowledge. It's your now ledger, your known ledger of the moment. And that is a cultural thing also. See, our culture has been changed from value added wealth to value subtracted earnings. Now that sounds kind of complicated, but it's really not. All right. Your level, societies are actually built on fundamental foundations. Here's an example. When you actually build a house, and you have a nice house, well, you add on to that house. You add a room, or you remodel the basement and you add rooms. You're adding value to something you already built. That's what culture, that's what economies are. They're ecosystems of money. They're economy. They're an ecosystem of money transfers. That's what an economy is. And when you understand that the value of your labor is really how valuable your labor of the moment is over a period of time. That's why people who own high-rises are usually pretty wealthy people, because that high-rise, if maintained, will grow in value, in usage value, if the community around the high-rise is maintained and upgraded. So land is one of the most valuable things you can own, because land has what I call situational value. If you own land right near the ocean on the beach, the situational value of that land is higher than if you own an acre of land out in the middle of a swamp. The situational value of the land in the swamp is less valuable than the situational value of the land on the beach. And that's what people are starting to learn going on in the ecosystem and the economy of the Bitcoin. That it isn't just the Bitcoin. You have to look at the Bitcoin, and I've said this on my show several times. Think of the Bitcoin as land. As Michael Saylor says, the most valuable property in the world is actual Bitcoin, because it's the equivalent of the Puritans and the Pilgrims actually landing on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock is the equivalent of the Genesis block of the Bitcoin chain. Satoshi Nakamoto was like, boom, Genesis block. I'm putting a message into the Genesis block of the Bitcoin chain, because it was the first piece of solid, decentralized digital property. And just like we know that rock is called Plymouth Rock, we also know the first block in the blockchain was the Genesis block. Well, it's because as it grew, this is such a perfect example. Think of the Bitcoin and the evolution of the Bitcoin as humans, when, or not really humans, but the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock. Because They had to have proof of work. They had to work the land. They had to work and create communities and then move west. Well, think of moving west as the mining reward in the Bitcoin. As you do more proof of work, you are releasing a block of land every time you move west a mile. That's a production. That is the releasing of the Bitcoin into a useful economy, because you proved the work. You provided the work of the land to introduce the reward of the land. And the reward of the land in the Bitcoin is the reward of the Bitcoin. Oh, hang on one second. Word from the sponsor. Oh, is this thing not plugged in? Oh,
Attention visionaries and pioneers, the future of wealth is here, and it's spelled B-I-T-C-O-I-N, Bitcoin. Introducing the exclusive Loans for Bitcoin program at the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, where your good credit unlocks 0% interest loans for up to 2 years, or term loans up to $250,000 spread over 7 to 12 years. Why wait? Use this capital to acquire the world's fastest appreciating asset, Bitcoin. With prices hovering around 94,000 and projections aiming much higher by the year's end, the time to act is now. Leverage isn't just for Wall Street anymore. Arbitrage the low cost of your loan against Bitcoin's explosive growth. It's smart finance for the modern investor. And privacy matters. Our no KYC Bitcoin purchase program ensures you buy and self-custody your assets in your own wallet. Your keys, your Bitcoin, your future. And as the world shifts to digital currencies, be ahead of the curve. Front-run corporations, governments, in this greatest financial revolution of our times. I'm Jay Bose, CEO of Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club. Call or text us today at 941-413-6920 and get started on that loan application. Secure your legacy. You will thank yourself tomorrow.
You're all right. Now, before I get back into it, let's check our health regimen. Do we have our coffee? Check. Do we have our cigarette? Check. Do I have my Red Bull? No. Hold for a second. The breakfast of champions. Bush. All right, now we have a healthy breakfast. There's nothing like Red Bull, coffee, and a cigarette in the morning. See, they tell you that you need like bacon and eggs and protein and oxygen. That's all misinformation. You don't need all that shit. A Red Bull, a coffee, and a cig, I guarantee you'll have a better day than if you have like an egg McMuffin from McDonald's. This is just my opinion, but my opinion is right. Just saying. Okay, let's dive back in. As I was saying, what a lot of people need to realize is as important as the Bitcoin is, and you know me, I'm Bitcoin Ben. It's important. What's really important is your everyday life, your now. Are you working in an industry that you're passionate about? Do you get satisfaction every day from work? That's because the problem isn't the work. It's the work you're doing. It's the industry you're doing. See, that's why at our clubs, we have owner-operators. The happiest people I know are the owner-operators at our club because they're in the industry of the Bitcoin and cryptos in general. They're working in an industry that they are passionate about. Probably the best example would be Janet from our Nashville location. That woman loves her job. She loves being an owner-operator. So does Todd. So does Ed. So do all the rest of our owner-operators. Because we're all up here in Vegas. We're all kicking ass and taking names here in Vegas. And it's because we're working in an industry that helps people save their labor value, which i.e. means their time. You're helping people save their time. You're helping people make their money live longer. We are basically money doctors. We help you save your money because we give you a new money. We are basically giving you a heart transplant with a new heart, with a better heart. This is the industry I have chosen to work in. These are the companies I have chosen to open. These are the banks. The bank. Right now, I only own one bank. Give me a year or two. I'll have more than one bank. And hotels. We are creating the new industry of the world. Because I've always said, either we, the average people, either we actually build it or the elites will build it for us. That's the truth, folks. Someone's going to build it. Do you trust yourself? Or do you trust the same son of a mother pluckers who have been fucking us? And I use the word fucking us on purpose because they've been fucking us for years. I want more people to soul search themselves. Because if you're working in the old system, the old system's dying, folks. And if you're working in the old system, you're just keeping that old system on life support. You are the life support because you are the labor support. You are the muscle of the old machine, whether it's intellectual muscle or muscle. You're what keeps the old system alive. You're what they're leveraging. Your labor, your knowledge, your work is what they're leveraging to keep the old system alive. Remove your consent. Remove your participation. Here comes the bots. It's hilarious watching these bots show up. It's like, oh, there's a bunch of people watching this show. Let's jump on here. Yep. Here comes the bots. Time to ban the bots. It's Monday and it's crypto, folks. Yes, the old system is only held up by the energy of the people supporting it. Bingo. Bingo. Perfect. Perfect. That is absolutely correct. And it's you need to really actually make a choice, right? All right, I'm getting flooded. I need people. If you have a wrench, help me get rid of all of these friggin' bots, please. Thank you. There's too many of them. They're coming in heavy. The bots. AI sucks. Got them all, I think. All right. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, Vegas bots. They're the worst. Yeah, it's but that's what I want you guys to really think about today, is because there's more opportunities coming, folks. We are launching clubs all over the country, Arizona, and I'm not just talking about clubs. We're going to have a lot of opportunities for people that we can hire. And hang on a second, I'm playing with the bots. Yeah. There you go. Take that, you bots. Yeah, Tom needs a bigger wrench. It's literally, this is your opportunity to unplug from the old system. This is the opportunity for people to change their lives. This is the fastest growing industry in the world. Now, you may hear a lot about AI, but it's not really an industry yet. And cryptos are part of the AI industry. It's just how it's working. Because as more and more people actually Come on, rich guys. Get in there and get these bots. Eventually, I will have banned every bot off my channel. Eventually. It's the industry that we're really... All right, Jimmy, get at it. All right. It's the industry that's going to grow the economy of this. And it's the honesty of the economy that is so... That's because in the Bitcoin, it's really hard to be dishonest when you're dealing with Bitcoin because you have a blockchain. And the blockchain is a ledger of knowledge, it's provable. And it's so important that people recognize that the earlier you join the economy, the better your life gets. Not only financially, but it also gives you a purpose that you believe in. If you're in cryptos, if you're in Bitcoin, you're in there because you believe in the technology, you believe in the movement. And really, this is the first technology, digital technology, that has an ethical, moral kind of foundation to it. Because we are tired of actually being screwed out of our labor value. And it's just, we now have the technology to change the world. And we can change the world. And we can do it without violence. We can do it without war. We can do it without any of this. We can do it with economic and true freedom. No one forces you to use the Bitcoin. It's a choice. It's a choice of freedom. It's a choice of individual priorities. That's why everyone's running to it. That's why America, that's why Trump. That's because it's a decentralized system for everybody. Even the people, even the person you hate the most has the freedom to choose the Bitcoin. And it's freedom. And once you learn that we've reached the point where it's no longer just about the Bitcoin, it's about the industry, it's about the economy. That's what this conference is all about, is this is the industry growing. All of the people here who have all of the booths and all of the companies, corporations, LLCs, and all that, they're launching the booths because they're participating in an economy. This is larger than the Industrial Revolution, because this This is not the replacement of labor. This is the replacement of labor value. So it touches all labor. This is replacing the monetary unit of the saving of your labor value. And that affects everyone in the world. Everyone in the world. And the more you understand that, the more that you wake up, you go to work, you look at your job and you say, am I propping up the old system? Am I holding up the old system? And if you're a plumber, that's not holding up the old system. That's holding up your community. If you're a carpenter, that's not holding up the old system. That's holding up your community. When I say, are you in a job that holds up the old economy? That's if you're a banker, if you're in finance, if you're in lending, if you're an accountant, if you work for the government. Understand the government's influence is going away. Everything's decentralizing again. This is the fourth turning where we decentralize again, because that's the flow of humanity. Humanity centralizes and then decentralizes. Think of human history as a heart. Centralize, decentralize, centralize, decentralize, centralize, decentralize. And the blood flow is the economy. And we are now going into the decentralized phase of the cycle we're in. And my advice to everyone watching this, number one, buy some Bitcoin. Number two, get involved with a crypto company and learn something. Learn something. Learn cryptos, learn the Bitcoin, learn the technology. Don't just ride the wave. You should be the wave. That's what it is. That's where we're at right now. And you need to choose. Are you going to ride the wave or are you going to be the wave? And I think most of you want to you want to be the wave. You want to have meaning in your life. You want to wake up in the morning and do a job that at the end of the night, you sit there and go, I feel happy with what I'm doing because I am helping other people. Because that's what value is, folks. That's what an economy is. That's what a market is. It's people serving people. And that's what we do at our clubs. We serve people. Because that's how you gain wealth at the same time as you help. You help people free themselves from the old system, and you help them save their most valuable thing they have, which is time. You're helping people save the value of their time. This is just how it is, folks. We are in such a perfect situation here. And the opportunity is in your hands. You have a choice that you have to make. Am I going along with the old system, or am I joining the new freedom system? Like the slogan for my clubs says, join the new rich revolution. Because we are the new rich revolution. It's just a fact, folks. We're entering into a new world. We're entering into a new world where trust doesn't exist. You need to be trustless with our money. See, with the Bitcoin, you don't have to trust jack shit except the Bitcoin. That's it. And in order for a global economy to exist, you have to have a trustless currency. So no one can fuck with it. Because the threat of someone fucking with it affects the flow, the velocity of the currency. We are a movement. We are a movement. And you are a mover in the movement. You're the wave. We're the wave. That's what's important, guys. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because I have a busy day today. But I just want everyone to know everything's going perfect. Everything's going amazing. And you're in the right place. Now, just you have to make a choice, because whether you like it or not, folks, the old system is dying fast. And with the old system, we're going to see things over the next year and a half that is going to be absolutely phenomenal and fantastic. And I don't mean, oh, it's all going to be great and roses and we're all going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. All of us holding hands around the world, fucking drinking a Coca-Cola. Because you really should actually be drinking Red Bull, I'm just saying. When I say fantastic, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be, you're going to be in awe of the future. This is the future. but this is the beginning of the future. And you have an opportunity to join the future. And I'm not just freaking talking about my companies. There's a lot of crypto and a lot of freaking Bitcoin companies out there. Find one that matches with you and join the community. Okay, everyone have a great damn day and enjoy yourself. Because tomorrow, let the games begin. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow from Las Vegas in the convention.
Look at all of the fabulous things going on here. Just look at it all. It's incredible. If you want to improve your life, you want to become part of the Bitcoin circular economy, and you want to